Kenya, tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Yes. Yesterday, Raila Odinga attended a burial ceremony in Vihiga County. And then during that burial ceremony, Raila gave out a speech. A speech that was very, very fast picked up by Denis Itumbi, the perceived Tanga spokesman. I want you to listen to this short clip of Raila Amolo Odinga speaking, and then we compare it to Denis Itumbi's post about the speech. For these two incidences are going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion in this video right now. Listen to this speech.
Walisema ya kwamba Raila hawezi kupanda milima. Sema nimepata punda mzuri zaidi ambaye ataweza kupanda milima.
Yes, that's Raila's speech yesterday in Vihiga talking about kupata punda. And then immediately after Raila had made that speech, Denis Itumbi very, very fast posted this through his Facebook account. This is what Denis Itumbi posted. Raila Odinga amepata punda ya kupanda mlima. On Mount Kenya, Tinga says, walisema ati Raila hawezi panda mlima. Nimepata punda mzuri zaidi wa kupanda mlima. Huyo punda ni nani? President Uhuru, kieleweke, Jubilee. Unaona punda ni nani? Watu wa Mount Kenya, nyinyi ni? Then he leaves it there. Yes. That's Denis Itumbi's post yesterday about that speech by Raila Amolo Odinga. And Denis Itumbi being a Tanga spokesman, they consider Raila as their opponent. And they will do anything it takes to maybe distort an information or rather distort a message from Raila Amolo Odinga for their own political reasons. That's given. But now, ladies and gentlemen, in this video right now, I want us to analyze and see accurately what Raila Amolo Odinga meant by amepata punda. Yes. You know, Raila Odinga is a leader who always uses proverbs in most of his speeches. And sometimes these proverbs Raila uses, his opponents are really taking them literally to mean exactly the literal meaning as Raila puts them. But if you look at them keenly, then they have a deeper meaning than what most likely sometimes his opponents take them to mean. In this case, ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that the punda Raila was talking about in this case, the first meaning, or rather the first punda is talking about in this case, is the handshake goodwill. For quite some times, ladies and gentlemen, we have been told, and a majority of Kenyans have been made to believe that selling Raila Amolo Odinga is in Mount Kenya is like selling pork to a Muslim. So the punda in this case must be the goodwill, the handshake goodwill that Raila had with President Uhuru Kenyatta sometimes back in 2018. Because before the handshake, there used to be a Raila phobia on the mountain. But the handshake, ladies and gentlemen, from the recent events, the handshake might be killing that Raila phobia slowly by slowly. So the punda in this case, most likely, Raila meant the handshake between himself and the President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. That's the first meaning, probable meaning of the punda in this case. And then secondly, the punda in this case can also be the deep state or the system. We know for quite some times, it has been rumored that Raila has been winning election. It's widely rumored and also believed that in 2007, Raila Odinga might have won the presidency. And then the same in 2013 and also even in 2017. But the person, or rather the thing that has been standing between Raila Amolo Odinga winning the presidency and also being, what has been standing between Raila Amolo Odinga winning the presidency and being in State House is believed to be the system or the deep state. So in this case, the punda Raila might be referring to is the system or the deep state. Raila Odinga believes that having a handshake with the President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, he might be having the system or the deep state on his side. So that will easily make him to ascend to status or ascend to the presidency. So secondly, in this incident, the punda Raila might be talking about is the system or the deep state. And then thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, I might also in one way or the other agree with Denis Itumbi that the punda in this case might be the president or the Kieleweke politicians. Though I differ with Denis Itumbi, because Denis Itumbi is trying to insinuate that Raila is referring to the president or the Kieleweke politicians in derogatory terms. Raila using a punda is not a derogatory term. It's just a term that Raila is using as a symbol. In this case, the donkey, or rather the punda, represents something that is going to make his work easier. Raila is just maybe using punda to refer to the president or Kieleweke politicians, for maybe the president or the Kieleweke politicians will persuade Mount Kenya residents on his behalf. And that will make it very, very easy for Raila Odinga to penetrate or rather make inroads on the mountain or in Mount Kenya in large. So in this case, the punda can also refer to the president or even Kieleweke politicians, but not in derogatory terms, as maybe Denis Itumbi might be trying to insinuate. And then fourthly, ladies and gentlemen, the punda in this case can refer to the people or votes or Mount Kenya voters. And then Mlima in this case can refer to State House. Let me explain it this way. Let me take 2017 election as an example to explain this point. In 2017, ladies and gentlemen, Mount Kenya votes all over Kenya who voted for Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta were about 4 million votes. And then now, assuming Raila only gets about 50% of the votes, that will give Raila about 2 million votes, basing it on 2017 election. So the handshake between Raila Amolo Odinga and President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, Raila believes that that handshake can guarantee him some votes, maybe even up to 50% of the Mount Kenya votes. So if you add 50% of Mount Kenya votes, or whichever the percentage, to Raila's traditional voting basket, then that's a big boost for Raila Amolo Odinga. And that can just enable him to make sure he wins the presidency or he lands in State House. So punda in this case can mean voters or votes or Mount Kenya voters, and also Mlima in this case can also mean State House. And then, ladies and gentlemen, fifthly, the punda in this case, Raila might be trying to refer to new coalition or rather new political outfits. Because before Raila made that punda statement, he had elaborated that NASA was now dead and he was mulling at a possibility of forming a new political alliance with maybe even Kalonzo Musyoka, Musalia Mudavadi, Wetangula, or any other person. So punda in this case, Raila might just be referring to a new political alliance or a new political vehicle. So ladies and gentlemen, having looked at the statement or rather the speech by Raila Amolo Odinga keenly, I believe that there might be so many reasons or so many interpretations of the punda in this case. But I strongly believe, and I've just tried to summarize them into about five possible connotations or 5 possible things Raila meant by the punda utterance, the punda remark. So I believe those are the 5 main indications or 5 things Raila meant by talking of amepata punda upanda mlima. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, if you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, kindly tap on the subscription button and also give this video a like. And then to our continued fans and subscribers in this YouTube channel, I'm very, very much humbled and very, very grateful with the kind of progress we are making in this YouTube channel. And also, if you are also a fan of ours in this YouTube channel and you've not yet subscribed, also kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. And to those watching us outside of Kenya for the very first time, kindly drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are also watching us from. It's very humbling to know that our message is also being consumed outside of Kenya. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu.